We have at the helm in the state of Connecticut, the House, leadership that has been unwavering in terms of understanding the dynamics and the promotion of women in leadership roles, and he's taken an active role to make sure that women and in his caucus, as well as women in the House, have continued to be offered opportunities to move forward issues that are most critical to them. And I will say it is under his leadership and guidance that we've seen swift action on issues that have happened here in the Capitol most recently, and that kind of leadership is what leadership is about. It's about having partners, regardless of sex or gender, who understand the dynamics of standing up for those who need to be stood up for. So it's an honor and a privilege for me to introduce all of you to the Speaker of the House, Brendan Sharkey.
Thanks, Teresa. I'm actually a little embarrassed to be here because our last legislative leader, who was a woman, just left the room, who's Denise Merrill, and I oftentimes refer to myself as one of the 6 white guys in a room when we come to talk about the leadership of the House and the Senate. But I appreciate Teresa's remarks. It's we were tested, I think, as a result of some recent incidents and events, and I think hopefully the response that we have shown both internally and externally is appropriate under the circumstances. Talking though about the PCSW and what life used to be like, I've said this before in these kinds of settings, but I think my personal inspiration has always been my mom, who just passed away about 2 years ago now, because it only dawned on me recently, I think at a previous PCSW event, that my mom, who was born in 1918, actually was alive when women were not allowed to vote. And if you saw the arc of her lifetime, what she accomplished as a woman in her lifetime is really extraordinary, and I won't bore you with all that. But I think that has always been a guidepost for me, and I think the value that the PCSW brings to us here in the legislature is that they really have been the trailblazers for other organizations and other interest groups to ensure the protection of their rights as well. In many ways, in addition to advocating for the rights of women, PCSW has also played a key role in advocating for the rights of all people, regardless of what section or segment of society they happen to come from. And I think that is the legacy that PCSW offers to all of us, and is something for which we're eternally grateful. So as we go through these budget deliberations, I do want to just remind everyone that the PCSW is not an executive branch commission, but rather a legislative branch commission. And as the head of one of the houses in the legislative branch, that's very important to me and something that I hope to and plan to protect. So thank you very much.